Liam had never really thought about electricity. Like everyone in the bustling city of Riverside, he lived inside it. Electricity hummed in his apartment walls, glowed in the streetlights outside, powered the subway that rattled past every night at 11:07 p.m. It charged his phone while he slept and kept his room cool in the summer. Electricity was invisible. Electricity was normal. Or at least that's what Liam believed, until the night his physics teacher, Dr. Carter, asked a simple question. "Tell me," Dr. Carter said, flicking the classroom lights off, "what actually happens when you flip a switch?" Someone answered, "Current flows." Another said, "Energy travels through the wire," Liam added confidently. "Electrons move." Dr. Carter smiled in the dark. "You've renamed the mystery," he said softly. "You haven't explained it." That sentence followed Liam home. The experiment. In his small apartment, under the warm glow of a desk lamp, Liam tried something unusual. He tore a strip of plastic from a sandwich bag, rubbed it quickly between his hands. Then he held it near his arm. His skin tingled. The tiny hairs on his arm lifted, reaching toward the plastic as if pulled by an invisible hand. He froze. Nothing was touching him. No batteries. No wires, no machine. Just plastic. And yet something pulled across empty space. In the world Liam understood, forces required contact. A push meant touch. A pull meant grip. But this was different. The force behind everything. The next day, Liam ran to Dr. Carter. "I felt it," Liam said. "It pulled my arm without touching me." Dr. Carter nodded. "You didn't just see a trick," he said. "You witnessed the same force that holds your body together." He drew 2 dots on the board. "2 electrons," he said. "Place them 1 centimeter apart, and the force between them is stronger than gravity, by a number so huge your brain can't even hold it." Liam stared. "Then why," he asked, "doesn't everything explode?" "Because," Dr. Carter said, "nature is balanced." He sketched an atom, dense center, tiny points around it. Positive and negative. Attraction and repulsion. Every enormous force canceled by another equally enormous force. Perfect symmetry. Liam suddenly understood something terrifying. Solid things were not solid. When he placed his hand on his desk, he wasn't touching it. The electrons in his skin were pushing away from the electrons in the wood. The illusion of matter. That night, Riverside looked different. Buildings were no longer concrete and glass. They were storms of invisible forces, perfectly balanced. When Liam picked up a mug of tea, he imagined the repulsion between his hand and the ceramic, a microscopic gap where no atoms ever met. Reality was not made of objects. It was made of relationships, of fields, of forces acting through space. And for the first time, electricity stopped being a convenience. It became a question, the wire that lied. Liam returned to Dr. Carter with another puzzle. "If electrons move slowly in a wire," he asked, "why does a lamp turn on instantly?" Dr. Carter placed a long metal rod on the table and lined up, a row of glass marbles inside, a transparent tube. He pushed one marble in. At the other end, a marble popped out immediately. "Did the first marble travel the whole length?" the professor asked. "No." "The push did." The wire in Liam's apartment was already full of electrons. When the switch closed, a signal, a force, moved through them almost at the speed of light. Not the particles, the influence. Electricity wasn't a flow like water. It was a chain reaction of repulsion, a message transmitted through matter, the distant giant. "But where does the push begin?" Liam asked. Dr. Carter took him outside the city, beyond the highways and skyscrapers, to a massive hydroelectric power station by the Mississippi River. Inside, a colossal turbine spun with a sound like thunder trapped in metal. "Waterfalls," Dr. Carter explained. The turbine turns. "Magnets move near copper coils. Electrons are forced to drift." Miles away in Liam's apartment, his lamp would glow because of this spinning giant. Motion here, light there, connected only by a thread of metal. Liam felt a chill. This was not ordinary cause and effect. This was a conversation across distance. One force, 2 faces. Dr. Carter handed him a small motor. "Run electricity through it." The shaft spun. "Now spin it," he said. A small current appeared on the meter. "Generator," Dr. Carter said. "Motor." Same phenomenon. 2 directions. Electricity and magnetism were not separate. They were one phenomenon, a single invisible structure beneath reality. And humans had learned to command it. After visiting the hydroelectric station, Liam could no longer see life the same way. Walking through Riverside, he didn't see cars, buildings, or people. He saw interactions, fields touching fields, charges pushing charges. The ground beneath his feet was no longer solid. It was an ocean of electromagnetic repulsion holding him, the secret of every force. He returned to Dr. Carter with a realization. "Everything I feel," Liam said slowly. "Every push, every pull. It's all the same force." "Yes," Dr. Carter's eyes lit up. The pressure of a chair, the tension in a rope, the warmth of a mug, the sound in the air, all came from electromagnetic interactions between atoms. Even chemistry, the reactions inside his body, was just electrons rearranging under that rule. Life itself was electrical. His thoughts, his heartbeat, the signals in his nerves, all tiny currents. The light in his eyes. "Then what is light?" Liam asked. "An electromagnetic wave," said Dr. Carter. "Not a thing. A vibration in the field. When the filament in his desk lamp heated up, it shook the electromagnetic field around it. That vibration crossed the room, reached his eyes, moved electrons in his retina, started a chemical chain reaction, and became sight. The light in his eyes." "Then what is light?" Liam asked. "An electromagnetic wave," said Dr. Carter. "Not a thing. A vibration in the field. When the filament in his desk lamp heated up, it shook the electromagnetic field around it. That vibration crossed the room, reached his eyes, moved electrons in his retina, started a chemical chain reaction, and became sight. He wasn't seeing objects. He was detecting oscillations in a field that filled the universe." "You want something mechanical, familiar?" Dr. Carter said. "But this force is fundamental. You couldn't explain it with springs or ropes. They are made from it. It just existed. Contact was an illusion. Distance was alive with interaction. The universe was not made of matter first. It was made of fields first. Matter was only a stable pattern inside them. The human miracle." One night, the city lost power. Riverside went dark. Liam looked up and saw the stars for the first time. Then the power returned. The city exploded back into brilliance. And he understood. In just 2 centuries, humans had learned to turn falling water into light, spin metal to send energy across mountains, create invisible signals carrying voices and images through the air, build thinking machines from microscopic switches, all by mastering one force, one invisible rule of nature. Next time Liam flipped a switch, he didn't see a lamp turning on. He saw a turbine spinning beside the Mississippi, magnetic fields shifting, electrons nudging their neighbors across kilometers of copper, a filament resisting their flow, light waves racing outward, his eyes translating those waves into meaning. All of it connected, all electromagnetic. Electricity was not a tool. It was a window into the universe. And humans, curious, fragile, clever, had learned to command it. Standing by his window, looking at Riverside's glowing skyline, Liam whispered, "This isn't power from a switch. This is the fundamental force of existence, flowing through our hands." Liam had never really thought about electricity until one night, his physics teacher, Dr. Carter, asked a simple question. "What really happens when you flip a switch?" Answers came fast. "Electrons move. Current flows. Energy travels." Dr. Carter shook his head. "You've renamed the mystery. You haven't explained it." At home, Liam tried a small experiment. He rubbed a plastic strip between his hands and held it near his arm. His hair stood on end. Nothing touched him, yet something pulled across empty space. "This," Dr. Carter explained later, "is the same force that holds every atom together. It's electromagnetic force, the invisible rule of reality. Every push, every pull, every touch you feel, it's all electrons repelling and attracting across space. You've never truly touched anything in your life." Liam's apartment lamp turned on instantly, though electrons in the wire move almost painfully slowly. How? The wire was already full of electrons. When a switch closes,